When you're investing in impact windows and doors, most homeowners focus on price, but here's the better question. Does the manufacturer quality actually matter? Yes, it matters a lot. Because even the best insulation cannot fix a weak product, and even the strongest product is still gonna need proper installation and proper support behind it. So how do you choose the right manufacturer for a South Florida home? So let me explain how we think about it. So first, to understand something important, South Florida is not a forgiving environment. We deal with hurricane force winds, flying debris, salinity in the air, intense UV exposure, a lot of heat, and a lot of humidity. And if you live here in South Florida, you know what I'm talking about. Not every window company is really built for that. And that's why we don't work with everyone. We work with manufacturers that have proven performance, strong engineering, and reliable support. And the reason I say reliable support is because when you as the homeowner hire us to do a project, you have a problem with your product, you want us to have a manufacturer that's gonna be there and be there fast to respond to your issue. Because if we have a manufacturer who is not, as there are many manufacturers out there who don't pride themselves on service, when you have an issue, you're gonna call your window company, you want us to respond quickly, but if we're being held up by the manufacturer who's giving us a hard time or giving us a runaround, you're gonna think that we're not doing our jobs when in fact, it can be the manufacturer, or if there's a bad window installation company that just wants to take your project, install it, and doesn't care about you after you pay them their final payment, then it doesn't really matter at that point. So our preferred manufacturer is Mr. Glass. So why is Mr. Glass our first choice most of the time? Because service and support, as I mentioned earlier, matter. And if there's ever an issue, if something needs clarification, if we need quick answers on lead times, if we need something with product specs, or if a homeowner is having an issue, they're gonna respond and respond quickly. Now that sounds simple, but in construction, it doesn't always work like that. Their products, just like other manufacturers, are really engineered for hurricane force winds and for flying debris. And what does that actually mean? Impact glass isn't just strong glass, it's laminated glass, which basically means there are 2 layers of glass with a durable inner layer in between it. So when something hits and cracks one side of the glass, this glass may break, it may even transfer through, but that window is still gonna be very strong even with broken glass. If you've seen any of my videos, check them out. We've taken impact windows to a gun range. We've taken them for firefighters to train on. I've taken crowbars, sledgehammers, pickaxes, shovels, baseball bats, pavers, you name it, we've done it. But I was actually impressed by how strong these products actually are. And the reason I wanted to test it is because I'm selling this product, and am I selling something that I can actually believe in and stand behind? And after doing all those tests, I think the products perform as they are advertised, which is awesome. And ask yourself, how many products are there out there that don't perform as advertised? Even when it comes to our foods, and I'm not gonna get into politics, but if you know anything about food and you know anything about the food industry, it's not as advertised. That doesn't happen to be the case with impact windows and with roofing, which is actually really cool to be in an industry where we have that kind of backing in regards to, we say it's gonna do this and it actually does this. That's a thumbs up in my opinion. I went down a rabbit hole, I'm sorry. So Mr. Glass also balances performance with very clean design. They have slim profiles, modern finishes, strong sliding systems, all these swing doors that look very high end, but they're built for storms. So a lot of homeowners have asked me, will the impact windows make my house look bulky? Are the windows these big bulky frames? Are they sightly? And the answer is no, they actually improve the aesthetics of your home. We have some really beautiful products available. Now here's the next question. Why do we not only use one brand? And that's because not every home is the same. Sometimes a homeowner needs very large openings, custom configurations, specific architectural design requests, they have unique performance targets, or they might just have their own preference. They have another product that they had in a previous home that they want in their new home because they were happy with the way it performed. Now we do have some products that we will install that are good products, but they don't have the best service. And that is a very serious conversation that we like to have with our homeowners and basically tell them, are you sure you want to install this product? If you do have a problem, we're gonna do everything we can to get this issue resolved. However, in the past, we've had some issues with service, so understand things might come a little bit slower. And as long as we're having that conversation, the homeowner understands that, we can move forward because now we've set the expectation and they know that we're gonna do everything we can to take care of the issue if something arises. And usually nothing's a problem until something arises, but having a quick solution is what makes a good company great. And that's where our second preferred manufacturer comes in, ES Windows. Why ES Windows? Because they're also known for having great products and also great customer service. So a lot of these manufacturers are gonna also offer energy efficient glass options. So what does energy efficient glass options actually do, or what do they mean? So in South Florida, as you know, heat is constant down here. So low E coatings are going to reflect infrared heat. So with the insulated glass, you have your two pieces of glass and the space in between, and then another piece of glass. And that system is actually going to help reduce heat transfer. That's going to help your AC work a lot less. It's going to improve comfort in your home and reduce condensation that you see during those warmer months. So Mr. Glass and ES are going to do a great job balancing structure and comfort. So Marvin, on the other hand, has a beautiful product, but there have been some issues in regards to service in the past. So we typically don't push them or even Echo Window Systems. They used to be a great company, great service. We've had some issues in the past. So Mr. Glass has actually been able to increase the amount of products, some of their designs, to where they can match the style of some of these higher end products without the price tag and with better service. Lawson Industries has been around for a long time. They are actually pretty good at getting products out really fast if somebody has an immediate need for windows. Once again, support, service, not my favorite. Linea Rossa is a beautiful product. It's actually made in Turkey. They have a lot of slim profiles, high-end finishes, powder-coated paint finishes. Beautiful product. I could say I'd like to see an improvements in their service, and they'd be in a great place. And they may be a great fit when you have a client who wants a sophisticated design, when the project demands both performance and an upscale aesthetic. They can be a great fit. As I mentioned, that's another conversation I have to have with the homeowner. Eurocraft is a great company that we've had a lot of experience with. We've done a lot of commercial projects with them. I want to say their service and their products have been excellent. CGI and PGT is one of the more recognized names in the hurricane-prone regions. They've been around for a long time. Their prices are typically higher, whereas Mr. Glass and ESW can offer pretty much the same product at a better price, and once again be able to deliver on excellent service. And all these comparisons are really based off my own experience. If you talk to another company, they may have their preferred vendors and they may get special treatment with some. I'm just going based off my own experience. So how do you actually choose? And here's the real answer. So it depends on your home's opening sizes, your architectural style, what's important to you, what's your main concern. Is design flexibility more important? Are you trying to maximize energy efficiency? Are you working with very large sliding glass door openings, for example? And how soon do you want your product? And those answers are going to help guide what manufacturer we recommend for you as the homeowner. And with all the products that Mr. Glass has released over the last couple years, we can pretty much satisfy any homeowner's requests with just one company with great service. Now here's something that most homeowners don't hear enough. The manufacturer matters, but the installation still matters just as much. So the best product in the world installed poorly will underperform, and the strongest installation can't compensate for a weak, minimally tested product. And that's why we focus on both. Stronger manufacturer partnerships, responsive support, and professional installation, because at the end of the day, you're buying protection, you're buying comfort, you're buying peace of mind when the storm's coming and your neighbor is boarding up their home and you don't have to. And that decision deserves more thought than just the lowest price in your home. Bigfoot Windows and Roofing, building trust, one window, one door, one roof at a time.